One woman and her 3 children are tonight homeless after their house was demolished by a relative. As we hear in this report, the relative has also threatened to burn her belongings. Meanwhile, her husband relates his ordeal at the hands of the police. More in this report.
Tania James says she had been living in a wooden house at number 36 Booker New Road for the past 4 years. She said she constructed the house on this parcel of land, which was conveyed to her by her uncle Michael Roberts on May 28, 2007. She added that in May last year, her uncle told her he wanted her off his property. She said he eventually took the matter to court, where the case was dismissed on January 10th of this year.
The complainant was that he built a one-bedroom structure on the property, and I am a tenant, or I am renting from him, which is not true. He gave me free lease of the property to build, and I also have a document where he agreed for me to erect a building on the property.
James continued that last Saturday her uncle arrived at her house with a bailiff and a group of workmen.
And they came with no court order, no marshal of the court or anything like that, and they just came and just break down my house. Also, when the house has been demolished, he also told me that he gave me 5 days in which to move my material from off of his premises, or he will be coming to burn them.
With most of her belongings still strewn about the yard, the 34-year-old mother of 3 says that she now sleeps in this makeshift hut.
I have nowhere to go. I cannot pay a rent because I'm still paying loans for this house that I built. I also have my 2 children where I am a single mother of 2, where I mind my 2 children by myself. Right now my 2 children is not here with me because, as you can see where I am not living in anything properly.
Meantime, James's husband, Kenneth Lane, who resides in Trinidad, says he was at the house that morning. He said the police treated him as though he were a criminal.
They break down the door to the house, they come inside. And they started point. I had my son in my hand. I was even in my underwear alone, and they come pointing gun in my face and telling me I had to cool myself because the policeman telling me he go turn this thing different here this morning. You understand? He started to show me that I holding my son just so, and he had the gun in my face and telling me that someone don't play again, no trouble here this morning, because I really turning this thing dread here this morning with you, You understand? And I will take your child and care child services, because all they done abandon the child and all kind of thing. And I holding my child. I say, boss, I have my child in my hand, How you go tell me about child services?
Tobago Channel 5 News contacted James's uncle Michael Roberts. All Roberts would say was that he has done nothing wrong. He said his niece is attempting to take his property away from him. Gail Ashley for Channel 5 News.